So it's a very exciting day here on planet Earth. Earth and all of the planets in our solar system are orbiting in a plane around the sun. And so what that means is that on very special days when the geometry is aligned perfectly, we can watch the planets that are interior to us actually cross the face of the sun, just glide across the face of the sun. And today that's happening. Mercury is passing in front of the face of the sun. And from the East Coast, we can watch it pretty much all morning long. So it's basically the exact same phenomenon that we're seeing here today with Mercury passing in front of our sun. We can use that now to look for planets transiting across the face of their suns or stars. So when we look out at the nearby stars, we're looking for transits. And right now we have a mission in space called TESS, the Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite, measuring transits to discover planets around nearby bright stars. And TESS is very capable of measuring just the tiniest dip in light from a star. When a planet like the Earth passes in front of a star like the sun, it's 84 parts per million fainter. And so that's a really tough measurement to make, but we have the technology now to do so, and we're finding planets through this method. So it is very important not to look directly at the sun, even when exciting things like planets are transiting in front of the sun. But there are all kinds of ways that you can enjoy this event happening. One of the most amazing views you can get is on the internet. NASA will be showing a near live stream of this event from the Solar Dynamics Observatory. And this is a solar telescope in orbit right now in space that is very powerful and is a solar observer, and it's going to have a great view of Mercury transiting. So tune in on the internet. If you're lucky enough to live near a science museum or an astronomy club that is setting up telescopes to show you this in real time, go online and see if you can be there in person for that as well. So they've been so important historically in giving us a sense of what our solar system looks like and how big it is. It's easy to predict when transits happen because we understand the laws of nature that all the planets in our solar system follow in their movements. So for hundreds of years, astronomers could predict transits of Mercury, transits of Venus, and they would travel for hundreds of miles to observe these events. It was one of the first ways we started to really get a hold on the size of our solar system. The sun is 93 million miles from Earth, and the first measurements of that distance were made by measuring transits and working with the geometry to figure out our distance. So there's a huge amount of information online, and it's growing all the time. A great place to start for information about transits and TESS would be at NASA Sun or at NASA Universe.